Leader, third party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I rise to speak to Bill 22, the Safe Access to Schools Act. And I just want to, I appreciate the comments of the Attorney General in introducing this legislation. And I agree with her that the vast majority of people understand that a school is a place for kids to go, to access education, to be in a caring and nurturing environment, and to feel safe. Kids learn best when they feel safe. They learn when they feel cared for. They learn when they feel like they don't have to worry about other things. They can just focus on their learning. And as a society, I think we can agree to some basic expectations of the adults in society around what that environment should be for kids. That it should not be a place where adults are having heated debates about public policy. There are appropriate places for that. There are lots of appropriate places for heated debates about public policy. But schools are not one of those places. Because as a parent, the last thing I want to be thinking about when I'm dropping my child off to school is, are they going to be subject to intimidation? Are they going to be subject to somebody yelling at them about something that they may or may not have any idea what it's about? Because the only job my kid has going to school is going to learn, going to be with friends, going to be part of a social fabric, going to learn, ultimately, how to be in a society, how to care about other people, how to care about all other people, regardless of that person's identity or that person's race or that person's gender. School is the environment where we teach and demonstrate what it means to be in a society where we respect the human rights, the inherent human rights of every person. In a democratic society, there's lots and lots of opportunity for debate on public policy. There's many ways that people can engage in that, everything from showing up to vote at an election, to participating in groups, to participating in protests, to working to get elected themselves. There's so many avenues in a democracy to have those conversations and those debates about public policy. But a school ground is not one of those places. I support this legislation, and I hope that it never has to be used. I appreciate there being an expiry on it, and I hope that as a society, we can find ways to engage in debates that don't involve harassment and intimidation of children or teachers or school administrators or parents, because that's an inappropriate place. And so I just wanted to rise and speak to this as a parent, as a teacher, as a legislator. I will say this, Mr. Speaker, as a teacher in particular, arriving at school every morning, many, many things on my mind when I would arrive at school every morning. How are my students doing? Are my lessons ready to go? Do I have the resources I need? Did my students get enough food this morning? Are there going to be any issues at the school that I need to think about? Do we have an assembly? Are the kids ready for that? There's so many things. But what a teacher shouldn't have to face when they arrive at school is a heated debate over any kind of public policy, because that's not the role that they're playing. They're there to deliver curriculum, to create a safe environment, a nurturing environment, and a place where kids and students can effectively learn not just the curriculum, but learn how to be good citizens in a democratic society. And that's a lesson that all of us need to lean into all the time. How do we be the best citizens? How do we take issues that we might have, public policy questions that we might have, and approach those in constructive and effective ways? Have conversations that don't involve yelling at people, have conversations that don't involve denying human rights of people, have conversations that are curious and inquisitive, instead of starting at a place of, I am right and you are wrong. That's not public discourse. That's not effective public debate. And so I just wanted to put it on the record that I support this legislation and hope that it doesn't ever have to be used. Thank you.